the peace of mind to finding my being. Seeing is believing, and I'm speaking what I'm breathing. Seek what they hide, meet their demise, sleep with the lies. When night grows, light slowly grows, and time passes.
Hey you guys, and welcome to my channel. I'm Angelique. So today I'm going to be reviewing a unit from the Outre Perfect Hairline collection. This one is in the style Sierra, and I picked it up in two different colors. I picked it up in DRFF Caramel Mocha, and that's what this one is looking like right here inside the box. I also picked it up in the color number 2. And here's what that one is looking like inside the box. So here's what the stock card details are looking like. And this one's going to be available in 6 special colors. So as far as the cap construction on this unit, you're going to get that 13x6 HD lace parting space, 2 combs in the front, a comb in the back, as well as your adjustable straps. It's also going to come with a pre-attached elastic band, and it was made on a mesh wig cap. So first off, I'm just going to go in with my Ebin lace tint spray in the color medium dark brown and start tinting that lace. So here's what it's looking like after I tinted that lace, and now I'm just gonna slap it on the wig head so you guys can see what it's looking like. The curls are really pretty and I really like this color. And I'm just kind of showing you guys what the hairline's looking like. I wasn't feeling it too much, so I just decided to go in and pluck it out some. So when it comes to plucking this unit, all that I'm doing is starting off by sectioning out the hair, and then I'm gonna pin it back to get the additional hair out of my way. And then also repeat that on the other side as well. I like to part the hair out behind the hairline because that's where I'm gonna begin plucking. So now that I have the hair parted out, I'm just gonna start this tedious process of plucking. You guys, I sped this up because when I tell you, I definitely did a lot of plucking when it comes to this unit. I didn't want to make this video way too long, but just know that there was a lot of plucking that went on with this unit. When it comes to the color number 2, I decided to not do plucking on that unit just so that you guys could see how it looks without plucking versus how it looks with plucking. And to be honest, I feel like the color number 2, the hairline looked better on it than the hairline looks on this color, which is the DRFF Caramel Mocha. So definitely just keep that in mind, you guys. If you're looking for a unit that has like a more natural hairline that you can just get away with wearing, I probably would opt for doing the number 2 instead of this Caramel Mocha color, because like I said, I feel like I did a lot of plucking when it came to this one. And even though I do definitely feel like it was worth it, it just was a bit time consuming going in and plucking it out to get the look that I wanted. After I've plucked a good amount behind the hairline, I'm just continuing that process, going in a zigzag motion and trying to just keep it moving, so I'm not plucking from just one area only and making any bald spots. And then I'm going to comb the hair back and see how the hairline progress is looking. And then when I have that combed back, I'm just going to go in and start plucking from the very top of the hairline as well, and just thinning it out and making it look a little bit more jagged, a little bit more realistic. So after I have it pretty much plucked out the way that I want it, I'm going to just go in with my Femme Silkening Mist and start spritzing that along the hairline. And I like to do this before adding any heat, just because this helps with luster and it acts as a heat protectant. So then I'm just going to start combing that product into the hairline just to prep it for adding some heat to it. This unit's going to be heat safe up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. So now I'm just going in with my hot comb and pressing the hairs back into the hairline just so I can get an overall view of how my plucking is looking. And I feel like as a whole, it came out pretty cute. Like I said, it was work. I probably could have did more, but it was just getting a little bit too time consuming for me. And I feel like at this point, it just looked good enough for me. So I just wanted to show you guys how it looked before it plucked it versus after. As you can see, the difference isn't super drastic, but I definitely feel like I like it more after I plucked it out versus how it looked before I plucked it. And now I'm just gonna go in and style the unit on the wig head. Just a side note, I did like how it looked on the wig head, but when I went to go put it on my head, I wasn't really feeling how it looked, so I changed my mind and decided to change the way that I styled it. So I'm just going for like a half up, half down, two little bangs sort of situation. And like I said, I feel like it looked really cute on the wig head, but when I popped it on my head, I wasn't a fan of it. And also when it comes to the lace, you guys, I did cut the lace on this one as well as the number 2 off camera, just because like I said, I didn't want the video to be ridiculously long. And of course, when it comes to cutting my lace, I like to just work in a zigzag motion to just avoid any lines of demarcation and try to just create a more realistic and easy melt. So now I'm just showing you guys how it looks with that half up, half down style, and see what I'm saying? It looks really cute on the mannequin, but you guys, when I go and pop this on my head, I feel like I probably could have made it work, but I just really wasn't feeling how it looked. I had to take that ponytail I put in out just because it wasn't really sitting tight like I wanted it to, and tried to kind of make it work for myself, but I just ended up giving up, not feeling it, and decided to style it a different way. I think honestly it's those 2 bang pieces that was throwing me off, so I was like, let me take this out and opt for a side part for now. So I'm just going in and styling my left side part. As far as the texture on this one, you guys, this one definitely is very much yucky, and you can like see that texture popping through as I'm trying to go through and part the hair. You kind of see a little bit of that fuzziness popping up. So this definitely is not going to be a silky unit, which I am thankful for. This one definitely has a good amount of texture, which I really did like. And I'm just brushing it in and trying to like brush down those filler hairs, because it did have a bit of filler hairs in it, but nothing too crazy. The density on this one is definitely like 150 to 180%. It's really good density, so if you're somebody who likes thicker hair, then I feel like you'll like this one. As far as the length for this one is 24 inches, so it's definitely like a good amount of length on this one. And I'm doing this one as yet another baby hairless install, so I'm just combing those baby hairs into my hairline. Now I'm just going to go in with my Esha melt spray and start applying that around the perimeter of the lace. And I'm using the Esha melt spray as well to kind of comb those baby hairs into the hairline so they're not flying all over the place. And as far as the cap size on this one, you guys, I'm definitely going to say it's small and medium head friendly. I wouldn't necessarily say that it's big head friendly just because I haven't adjusted the adjustable elastic straps at all, and I feel like it was just fitting my head. Like I really wasn't dealing with any issues of sliding back or anything like that, but I feel like it fit my head just perfectly, and my head's like 22 to 22 and a half inches in circumference. So I think if your head is any bit bigger, you may be able to get away with wearing this one, but you could be dealing with it sliding back on you. So now I'm just going to go in with my The Warrior 2 palette by Juvia's and the color number Yoded, and just start going around the perimeter of the lace just to try to get rid of a little bit of that white cast that I'm seeing. I think honestly this color is really cute. It's different. It's definitely giving me very much welcoming summer vibes. I like those like pops of that blondish color that's peeking through. I think if somebody who's my skin tone, who's not really super comfortable doing colors, this is going to be like a good in-between, because it gives you like a nice pop of color without feeling like maybe you're doing too much, if that makes sense. The roots on it are dark and the blend is really nice. They did a really good job with this color combination. And when it comes to the number 2, you guys, it was the same as far as the construction. It was the same process that I went through for installing it. I didn't put in the clips of me installing the number 2 because the video would have probably been like 30 minutes and I wasn't trying to put you guys through all that. But like I said, with the color number 2, I didn't go in, I didn't do any plucking or anything like that. I just wore the unit as is and styled it to my liking. As a whole, I definitely feel like on myself, I like the number 2 better just because I like the hairline better. When it comes to the cons and the pros of this unit, for the color specifically, just like I said, I wasn't a fan of having to pluck the hairline out so much, especially because I feel like when it comes to the perfect hairline, they're supposed to be known for having like a really well done hairline, so I wasn't a fan of all the work that I had to put in for the colored unit. Number 2, I definitely could have plucked it out a little bit more, but I didn't really need to do any work to the hairline at all for the color number 2, so that's probably one of the only cons that I have when it comes to this unit. It's just the colored unit wasn't as plucked as I wanted it to be. Another con that I have is just with time, the tangling and shedding that I got with it. I wore this unit for about 2 weeks straight and I wore it in the color number 2, and my overall thoughts on it is I would probably get it again, but it's leaning a little bit more towards special occasion for me, and that most likely is because the length of it. I think if I were to cut it down, I could probably get some more wear on it. But when it comes to my pros on this unit, I really like the color on the DRFF Caramel Mocha. I like the look of the unit in general, the curl pattern. I really like the texture of the unit. I think the volume was well done. I really like the density of this one. The quality of the hair feels pretty good, and like I said, I feel like this is one I probably would pick up again, honestly, because I really don't have too many major cons when it comes to this one. So that's pretty much what I have to say about this unit. Hope you guys found this video helpful. If it was, just make sure you give me a like, give me a subscribe, comment down below any of the units you want to pick up in any of the colors, honey. And until then, I hope to see you guys soon. Bye.